about my Super A1. Talked to you earlier about what makes a Super A1 a Super A1. So now today I'd like to show something about this tractor that's really unusual. We're not entirely sure what it means yet, hoping that maybe some people out there on the internet will see this and can maybe fill in some of the questions. As I mentioned earlier, this tractor is pretty original. All the major castings match. It does have the C-123 engine. You know, that's one of the things that made a Super A1 a Super A1. I doubt the lighting will let you see it, but the serial number falls in line with being original. But the thing that's unusual about this tractor is it has a dipstick. And when I got this tractor, originally I got it with the intention of using it for parts. And when I saw that dipstick, I felt confident that it had a replacement engine, which I really thought, well, this is definitely going to be a parts tractor, but then got into it and discovered it was a lot more original than I thought it was going to be. And it's closer to the end of the run. And so I've decided this is probably going to be the one I'm going to restore. But we don't know a lot about the dipstick. And I'd like to walk around real quick and show you. As you can tell, I've not done a whole lot. I've rebuilt the carburetor, need a new hose, and put a new sediment bowl in. I'm gonna try to start it soon, I hope. But if you look closely, it has plugs where the petcock should be. Now, what I'm not sure about, realistically, I feel like this was something that happened to it after it was sold new. The early TC39C parts manual that has the Super A1 in it does not indicate a dipstick being offered. Later editions, if you go on the Messick's website, they show a parts book, they show a dipstick, and the notation is for tractors equipped with dipstick. Well, they use that same thing all the way back to the Super A. So I know it's just updates that IH and maybe even Case IH have done. But the thing is, it's been done really well. It's a factory dipstick. And of course, just about every 113 or 123 motor I've ever seen, it has this boss here. It has this boss for a dipstick. Even if there is no dipstick, the raised part on the block is there for one. And I know you can drill it and add the dipstick. But, you know, it is definitely factory. And the tube has been done well. So what I want to believe is maybe in 54, as they were gearing up for the 100, I want to think that they started phasing the dipstick in on the last Super A1s. The people I've talked to that have some serial numbers for different tractors, it's kind of a hit and miss. There's a couple or three out there that have a dipstick, but again, there's no rhyme or reason to the serial numbers or anything. So the question to ponder, is this factory or is it a dealer modification or an owner modification? I'd be interested to see if anybody out there knows anything for sure. Definitely something interesting about this tractor for sure. Okay. Again, hopefully Farmall 51 will share this on his page because he's a much better videographer than I am. But again, this motor is original. It is not a replacement motor. Before you comment, the motor is original. So be interested to see what people know about this. Thanks, guys.